Howdy, folks. Welcome back once again to the Final Whistle. Final say on the Sports Week on the Western Slope and across the country. Jeff Hinkle, a.k.a. Jay Hizzle, I think is what you put in the prompter there,
Sure
a.k.a.
did.
Jay Hizzle, joined by the one, the only downtown Garrett Brown.
That one's sticking.
It's sticking. It's there. You told me a Montrose parent called you that today?
Montrose fan called me that today.
Yeah.
A couple of them.
Yeah, really?
And I was like,
it's
I don't want to
sticking.
fight it because if I fight it, it's going to become more of a thing.
It's there. It's there. I've planted the seed. It's there. So we're in one of the best times of the sports year by far. We've got football, we have some basketball, we've got hockey. We even found a way to make this about baseball. Garrett, why don't you get us started with some high school football?
All right, Jeff, let's get things started down in Montrose. Class 4A football quarterfinal. Montrose Redhawks rolling once again after a dominant 42-22 win last week versus Frederick. But now they have to go up against a team that they're probably not all that fond of in the Mesa Ridge Grizzlies. These two met over in the Front Range earlier on in the year. Montrose escaped with a 32-28 win, but now without some extracurriculars. I'll leave it at that. And this game, of course, carried a lot more weight with it being win or go home. Redhawks coming to this matchup 11-0, looking to make it a dozen wins and get back to the semifinals. Great day in Montrose for some football as well. You see the Redhawks running out in the field. Finally dressed for the cold, and go figure, it's a gorgeous day. Speaking of things of beauty, Jeff, how about that Montrose running game, which really got into gear when we joined this game in the second quarter under the direction of newly inserted quarterback Cade Sanders. But certainly helps any quarterback when you have a lethal rushing attack like we've seen so many times this season. Breakaway run by Aiden Grijalva down the right sideline. He's actually just short of the end zone there, so it's only right. Number 6 gets to finish it off with 6 points. Take it into the end zone here for the touchdown. Montrose really rolling in the second after a tightly contested first quarter. They'd go up 22-7 here. They'd make it 24 after getting a 2-point conversion. That Hawks defense, they were flying around too. The Grizzlies quarterback, Bryce Reel, trying to escape the pocket, collapsing, rolls out. Can't get away from number 44 though, Ryan Pankey, who brings him down for the big-time sack by the sophomore defensive end. Then the Hawks defense has the Grizzlies seeing double. The very next play, Reel tries rolling out the other way now, away from Ryan Pankey, but the only issue, guess who's right there? His brother, Jack Pankey. Pankey Bros bringing the heat on defense, shutting down the Grizzlies. Time winding down the first half. Mesa Ridge's defense with no real answer for big number 30, Elijah Womack, who rumbles his way forward for another big pickup. Hawks ground game still soaring, and now it's Womack's turn to cap off the drive, powering his way in here for another score. And the Hawks are really creating separation. Womack with his second touchdown already in the day, but Montrose wasn't done. They go for 2, hand it off to Grijalva, but instead of running, he pulls up and throws it. Hunter Garul catches it. Montrose really just playing with their food at this point on the 2-point play, maybe taking out a little extra emotions from that first matchup. Mesa Ridge would not go quietly, though, near their own goal line. Second half, Reel with some real fancy footwork here on the quarterback keeper, gets into the end zone almost untouched, and they're keeping things interesting, making it a 20-point game with plenty of time in Montrose. Now, Jeff, you know I cannot possibly get through these highlights without giving those guys in the trenches some love. We're going to show this clip again. That was a little hard to see. Keep your eyes on the right side of your screen on 77. Big Jack Carson immediately puts number 30 in the dirt, but he says, I'm not done. I'm going to make him feel me on this play. Womack with the carry. But Carson gets up into the next level and also gets number 3 on the ground. Forget pancakes, I think that's a stack.
Yeah.
Grizzlies still flashing some big play capabilities. Reel airs it out deep to Kobe Dooley, but that's 1 step forward, 1 step back for them. After the touchdown, he had a deep catch before this, and Dooley gets to finish it off. Later on in the drive over the middle to make it 19 points. Montrose had already jumped out by enough, though, to run out the clock, and this game was not a nail-biter like its predecessor. 53-21 is your final for Montrose. They get back to the semifinals for the 5th time under Coach Brett Mertens. Here's what the Hawks head coach and some of their key contributors had to say post-game.
We just felt like we had a really good game plan coming in, offensively and defensively, and I think that second quarter really illustrated that, where we were able to take control of that game, and both sides of the ball. It was an amazing second quarter, and we were able to get some big momentum there. So credit to our my assistant coaches and our guys, and then our kids for stepping up. I mean, we're dealing with a boatload of injuries right now, and so we got kids stepped up that haven't played a whole lot, and they're doing a nice job, and that's what you like to see from the program. So proud of them.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. We definitely weren't expecting that, man. We worked really hard this week. This is our probably best practice week we've had in forever, so it's good to come out and show it.
Someone gets lower on the tackle, we get lower. Someone hits harder, we'll show you how hard we can hit. You can run faster, we'll sprint faster. We don't get relentless, we don't stop.
Montrose is in the Final Four once again, and they draw another rematch from this year's regular season. And for the 4th time in 2 seasons, Montrose is going to be facing off with the Pueblo West Cyclones. During the regular season, these two met in Montrose in the final game of the season to decide the league champ. Montrose came out on top in that one in a very, very tightly contested 27-24 game. On the other side of the bracket, if you want to take a look there, the 1 seed in the tournament, Dakota Ridge, they're going to be taking on Broomfield, who just upset the 4 seed, Palmer Ridge.
Yeah, what an offense. What an offense from Montrose. They're playing the game the old style. We're going to beat you on the ground, and we're not going to pass very much. We're not going to pass really at all. We're going to use Grijalva. We're going to use Womack. And you can either stop them or you can lose by however much you lost
and
by
something
today.
really important is, again, they're playing with a newly inserted quarterback. Chris Mock was injured in their previous game. We don't know exactly what his situation is. It's just the depth. It's going to be tested, though, against Pueblo West again. They lost a couple other key guys on the line in this one. But
yeah, we need to toss a break. When we get back, the CMU men's basketball team made about as good of a first impression as possible in their home opener. Could they replicate those results? Stick with us and find out.